Warning! The following video contains content of an M-rated video game series. I will also reference spoilers of the games, since the merchandise does so. With that in mind, I hope you enjoy.
Danganronpa.
Visual novels is a genre of video games that often tackles romance and sex, which is why I don't play them unless it's more than that, like DDLC. Games in that genre that steer beyond the dating sim label are what I love. Ace Attorney was the first game series to get me invested in the visual novel genre, but I will talk about that franchise another time. Today, we're here for Danganronpa! Created by Spike Chunsoft. It's a visual novel, shooter, rhythm game? Sounds like it would be a disaster, but it works. The story gets you hooked, and chances are you'll fall in love with some of the characters. With a franchise as big as Danganronpa, there's bound to be a ton of merchandise for it. And there is. It's especially big in Japan. Duh! There's a lot to cover, so let's grin and bear it as we dive into the world of Danganronpa merchandise. Trigger Happy Havoc is the first entry of the series, available in Japan for the PSP in November of 2010. The earliest known piece of Danganronpa merchandise is this PSP case with the Hope's Peak Academy emblem. You can store your PSP and games in it. It's from Japan, but that's all I've found out. Danganronpa Kiba no Gakuen Tosetsubo no Kokosei is a Japanese-only short manga adaptation of the playable trial version of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. It came bundled as a bonus for anyone who pre-ordered the game during its original release on the PSP through certain stores, such as Games Tsutaya and Wonder Goo. Danganronpa Zero is a light novel series of 2 books. Put the 2 together and it makes a cool cover. This is the visual fan book. It's a paperback art book that released in 2011 by SoftBank Creative, collecting art assets and development material for the game Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. These are rubber straps of the Trigger Happy Havoc cast. The secret/rare straps are Junko and Genocide Jack for Series 1. The Series 2 secret rares are Mukuro and Monokuma, sending on a stool or whatever that is. Each strap comes in a package obscuring each one, so you don't know which one you're getting. Danganronpa Kiba no Gakuen Tosetsubo no Kokosei is a manga adaptation of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Instead of being told entirely from Makoto Naigi's point of view, it is told from the perspectives of the other characters, helping to illustrate their motives at important times of their respective stories. Danganronpa for Coma Kings is a series of short 4-panel manga stories, or yonkoma, centering around humorous, non-canonical situations, starring the cast of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Shout out to the Danganronpa wiki, by the way. They helped a lot. Thank you! Danganronpa's sequel, Goodbye Despair, is one of the last PSP games, with the Vita being the newest Sony handheld. Goodbye Despair is my favorite Danganronpa game, by the way. The rubber straps for Goodbye Despair contain the whole cast and the secret rare for the series. First one anyway, is Usami, and for Series 2, it's Izuru Kamakura.
Kamakura, yes, queen!
This is an average Monokuma mug, with his face on one side and his name on the other. These are pen jacks. They plug into your phone to prevent dust from entering. You can have Monokuma or Monomi protect your headphone jack. A popular item in Japan is a pass case, to keep your train card ready. Monokuma or Monomi can hold it for you on your belt or keys. Another popular item in Japan, bone straps, and this one has the mascot Monokuma wanting you to draw him like one of your French girls. This is a reflector keychain of an angry Monokuma. The company responsible for these items is Broccoli. Not Bandai, not Takara, Broccoli. Why is this so funny to me? Anyway, here are mascot pins of Monokuma and Monomi in different poses by Takara Tomy Arts. These were part of a gachapon machine, so what you got was random. The first manga for Danganronpa 2 is a 4-Coma King series of humorous non-canonical scenarios. Some panels are in color, while others are in black and white. Dangan Island manga is a gag manga of the island mode in the game. Ultimate Luck and Hope and Despair is a manga adaptation of the game through Nagito's perspective. The comic anthology follows a series of humorous non-canonical events yet again, and I'm all for it. On the 4th of July in 2013, Danganronpa got its first anime appropriately titled Danganronpa The Animation. Good Small Company released a Mikoto Nendoroid with extra faces and hands in its courtroom seat and counter text. They also made these 3D stickers, desk mat, key cover, pet bottle cover, beach sandals, and storage boxes. Bear Brick made this limited edition Monokuma figure. Only 800 were made, so obtaining one will cost you a pretty penny. Takara Tomy Arts released this line of gachapon items: a keychain of Kyoko in a cup of noodles, a Mono machine keychain, alter ego laptop, Mondo butter, Monokuma files, Makoto lantern keychain, Monokuma stamp, and a cord. Note that all these items are pretty tiny. Another Tomy gachapon are these sets of figures. Starting with side A, we have Taka, Kyoko, Junko, Mukuro, and Aoi. Side B has Byakuya, Chihiro, Sakura, Monokuma, then Secret Rares, Genocide Jack, Junko, and white-haired Taka. The last gachapon set Takara Tomy made were these buttons featuring Monokuma, Makoto, Byakuya, Kyoko, Taka, Aoi, Junko, and Sakura. Algernon Project, a company you will hear frequently. They reside in Japan, and they came out with a perfume series featuring Makoto, Byakuya, Kyoko, and Junko. I wonder what they smell like. Okay, that was weird. Why did I write that in? Cospa released a series called Graphics. They come on a flat paper template you have to assemble. There's Hajime, Nagito, Monokuma, and Monomi for the Goodbye Despair set. The animation line consists of Makoto, Kyoko, Byakuya, and Chihiro. Cospa also made an official Kyoko cosplay outfit and Taka's armband. Chaos, or Cha-OS, trading card game is a collectible card game series by Japanese manufacturer Bushiroid. I think that's how you pronounce it. Here, I'll throw it on screen. A set based on Danganronpa the animation, and you can get a deck or booster packs. Diza Egg. No, I am not making that up. Here, I'll throw it up on screen. Released a set of glasses case sets featuring Monokuma, Nagito, and Toko. They also made this carrying case and towel wristband. N-Sky made these hand towels of Monokuma, as well as a hand towel case. Kotobukiya made these gel straps of Monokuma with pixel art of the Trigger Happy Havoc cast, each sold separately. This is a manga adaptation of the animated series, and the comic anthology is an anthology, a series of short stories themed around humorous non-canonical situations, starring the cast of Danganronpa, the animation. The Makoto Naegi Secret File is a 25-page booklet featuring a short story written by Kazutaka Kodaka himself, concerning the circumstances that led to Makoto Naegi's enrollment in Hope's Peak Academy. The booklet was bundled with the DVD/Blu-ray Volume 1 of Danganronpa, the animation. Danganronpa Kirigiri is a light novel series written by Takekuni Kitayama, which focuses on the detective library members, Kyoko Kirigiri, and her past with Yui Samedare as they explore the dual noir cases. First, Danganronpa Ichiban Kuchi sheds light on the animated series. Prize A is a Kyoko statue, Prize B is a giant Monokuma plushie, Prize C is a Monokuma Plus strap of your choice, Prize D is pens you write with, Prize E is keychains of the characters pixelated, 2 in each package. Prize F looks like postcards. Prize G are figures of Makoto, Kyoko, Taka, Chihiro, and Byakuya. Prize L is a statue of Kyoko with a cup of noodles on her head, and Prize W is a Monokuma plush with the hammer and punishment button. Algernon Project made these deformed figures. They come in blind boxes, and there are 2 secret figures in each series. Connect them all, and it'll look like a class trial. The secret figures are Makoto in a Monokuma outfit, Mukuro, Junko, and Genocide Jack. Furio made these mini plush straps you can win in UFO capture machines. The set consists of Makoto, Kyoko, Byakuya, Taka, Mondo, Toko, Chihiro, Junko, and Monokuma, with hat, voice box, and eyes closed. They also made this cute plush of Makoto and some of the characters cosplay Monokuma. Cafe Rio, a Japanese good company, and they made the statue of Junko with a tiny Monokuma. This is a staff book from the animation team. It contains art from the animators and autographs. The Danganronpa Animation Cafe was a cafe collaboration effort between Spike Chunsoft, Good Smile Company Cafe, and Karaoke no Tensujin. It offered themed food, drinks, and merchandise based around the Danganronpa animation anime adaptation of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc to promote its release. The cafe was located at the Good Smile X Karaoke no Tensujin Cafe in Akihabara, Japan. It ran from August 20th, 2013 to September 29th, 2013. An altered version of this cafe, with a more limited food menu and alternate drinks, was later located at several Karaoke no Tensujin locations from December 4th, 2013 to February 2nd, 2014. Pyramid Cafe held a Danganronpa the Animation Cafe collaboration from October 5th to October 20th, 2013, in which they served themed food and drinks. With each purchase of a menu item, a customer would receive 1 of 4 Danganronpa the Animation postcards. Main dishes were 1,000 yen or 1,300 yen, with a drink included, or 500 yen for a drink separately. An additional secret drink based on the real Juko Noshima was also available for those who presented proof of pre-order for Danganronpa the Animation on DVD or Blu-ray, or Danganronpa 1.2 Reload for PS Vita. The last cafe collaboration for Danganronpa the Animation was with the Anime Cafe. It ran from November 1st to November 30th, 2013 at Animate's Ikebukuro location. It later relocated to other Animate locations the following year. Merchandise includes edible rusks, can badges, coasters, and a clear file. The entrance board is a chalkboard with chalk drawings of the characters. Each table has a mat and scrolls of the cast hanging on the walls. Goodbye Despair wasn't released on the Vita until a year later. The limited edition comes with a cool box, an art book, a CD soundtrack, sunglasses, a mono coin, and the "I'm sorry I was born stupid" sticker from Monokuma's movie theater. Every piece, especially the coin and sticker, are genius. I would be all over this if it were released today. Good Smile Company made a Nindroid of Monokuma and Monomi, each with accessories and different facial expressions. Remember those Monokuma plushies scattered across Jabberwock Island? They exist! Thanks to Furio, you can own one of the Monokuma with the surfboard, and a Mexican getup, and shell bra. There are also plush straps of the Hula and Life Ring Monokuma, a Crying Usami, and a whole Christmas set, as you know, there has to be a Christmas plush variant of the mascot. Alongside the Christmas plushies are these can badges of all the characters. Here are plushes of Monokuma and Monomi. They are roughly 8 inches tall and originally cost you 2,000 yen. Plush puppets! There's Monokuma and Monomi, Hajime, Nagito, and Chiaki. You could almost make a puppet show. Super Danganronpa 2, Nanami Chiaki no Sayonara Setsubo Daiboken is a manga adaptation of Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, through Chiaki Nanami's perspective in 3 volumes. Super Danganronpa 2, Nanko Setsubo Carnival is a gag manga based on the game. It's full of comical scenarios featuring the Danganronpa 2 cast. Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair is an alternate version of the events told in the manga Danganronpa 2, Ultimate Luck and Hope and Despair. The series consists of 3 volumes. Takara Tomy Arts released a set of Monokuma and Monomi straps, with 1 secret rare, that being this Monokuma with the cap. Here's a set of Yura clips featuring Hajime, Chiaki, Nagito, Tanaka, Kazuichi, and Ibuki. Each come in a blind package. The last plushes are of Monokuma in different outfits: his comedy outfit, a Makoto outfit, Junko outfit, Santa cape, vampire cape, and him as a king. Danganronpa 1-2 Reload is a collection of the first and second games. Patisserie Swallowtail, a patisserie cafe, held 2 Danganronpa Reload collaborations. The first one was held from February 22nd all the way to March 7th of 2013. Cute macaroons with the characters of Danganronpa 1 and 2 were printed on them. The second collaboration was held from August 30th all the way to September 10th of 2013. 6 types of donuts named after Aoi, who loves donuts. Milk cookies with the 15 characters of Danganronpa trigger Happy Havoc, and the other set has the 16 characters of Goodbye Despair. A free coaster was given to anyone who made a purchase. Outside the cafe would have cutouts of Makoto and Hajime, as well as a cool display of merchandise. Continuing the cafe collaborations, Nanja Town, an indoor arcade, amusement park, and cafe chain, collabed with Spike Chunsoft for Danganronpa 1-2 Reload. It was held from September 21st to November 17th, 2013 to celebrate the release of the Danganronpa 1-2 Reload collection, and featured themed food, drinks, games, and merchandise based around the characters from Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc, and Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Merchandise is available for purchase as per usual, along with prizes via Monokuma Gachapon lottery. At the entrance, you will see a sign advertising the event. There's a trial game that takes place in a class trial setting where you play the game via a pad that displays the game. Cardboard cutouts of some of the characters can be seen throughout the cafe. These plush straps of Monokuma are from Trigger Happy Havoc, but were released around the time of Reload. Each plush has a different expression or pose. Ultra Despair Girls is a spin-off of the Danganronpa series, but does feature familiar faces. Before getting into some Ultra Despair Girls themed merch, an Ichiban Kuchi for Danganronpa the animation was available in select stores. Prize A is a Junko figure, Prize B is a Sakura figure, Prize C is a Monokuma pencil case, Prize D is a canister, Prize E and F are art cards, Prize G are the new Furyu mini plushes, Prize I is Junko with a crown, and Prize W is a Monokuma plush with glasses and a tie. The second Ichiban Kuchi is themed after Danganronpa 2. Prize A is a Chiaki figure, Prize B is a giant Monokuma plush, Prize C is a Monokuma Monomi plush, Prize D are cups, Prize E are stickers with sticker books, Prize F are pixel keychain straps, 2 in each package, Prize G are Furyu mini figures, Prize L is a giant Usami plush, and the secret Prize W is, or rather, plushes of the 4 Dark Devas of Destruction. These guys are very rare and expensive. There's another Chiaki figure with Monomi, only they're on a pixelated base. Pictum. Danganronpa 1 and 2 are a range of rubber straps manufactured by Good Smile Company. Each is modeled as super deformed chibi designs from characters in Danganronpa 1-2 Reload. The straps are molded from rubber with a metal clasp attached to a cloth string. The Pictum line of straps have the unique feature of being able to completely remove the hair and headpieces of the character and swap the head around to have an alternate expression visible. Straps were blind bagged in a set of 8 and retailed at 650 yen each. The Sumamori series is a range of keychains and straps produced by Cospa, which are designed to look like the character is being held up or pinched by the keychain or strap they are attached to. The Danganronpa 1-2 Reload Sumamori series was released in May 2024 and contained 12 designs. They were designed by artist Chio. One Coin minifigure collection is a set of super deformed minifigures released by Kotobukiya based on Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. Set 1, or Chapter 1, has the first 9 characters of Danganronpa 2. Set 2 will be mentioned later. Hope's Peak Academy of Art was a merchandising event held by Algernon Project. So Algernon Product, have I been wrong this whole time? Whatever, we're going with the script. Anyway, in which popular artists Mori Chak and Jun Watanabe collaborated to produce limited edition Danganronpa artwork and merchandise. The event ran from November 22nd to December 21st, 2014, and bookmark Asukasabashi, Tokyo, with merchandise later going on general sale in January 23rd, 2015. The event was held at the Bookmark store in Tokyo, Japan, split into 2 parts with different merchandise released at each event. The first event ran from November 22nd to December 7, 2014, and Danganronpa artwork produced by Mori Chak and Jun Watanabe was on display. A blackboard at the event featured illustrations drawn by the art collaborators. The second event ran from December 9th to December 21st, 2014, and artwork from Danganronpa 1-2 Anthology Calendar 2015 was on display. The third patisserie collab featured the Monokuma and Monomi cakes, Mondo butter cookies, and a Danganronpa tart assortment. The fourth one would have a Monomi parfait. Cospa made official cosplay outfits for Chiaki and Nagito. They're high quality, unlike the cheap $100 Chinese cosplay. No offense. Takara Tomy made these deformed series of minifigures. These figures have 2 variants, a common and rare. Makoto has a standard face and a scared face. Kyoko has a standard expression and one with a couple noodles on her head. Chihiro by a laptop and one where they're packing. Junko has a figure with and without the crown. Takara Tomy also made a mini keychain series for Danganronpa 2. There are 2 sets in total. Finally, we have an Ultra Despair Girls keychain series featuring all kinds of Kumas and whatever that is. The limited edition game for Vita in Japan came with a mug, a bag, and clear files. For once, the North American limited edition is actually better than the Japanese edition. It comes with an art book, a CE soundtrack, badges, a tie, and a bracelet. There's also a Korean version that comes with a steelbook, limited edition box, art book, keychain, and some background art for your Vita. Here are some enamel pins of the 5 Ultra Despair Girl characters, and they come in this case. Another pin is this one of the Future Foundation logo. There are instructions of how to wear it so you don't break it or hurt yourself. These are clear files featuring 7 of the cast. Now this is a big one. Literally. This is 1 meter tall Monokuma plush, and boy, he fetches for a hefty price of slightly over $1,000.
Well, damn.
More Danganronpa 2 merch. Here we have Monokuma and Monomi pencil cases, mini purses, and coin purses. By Takara Tomy Arts, we have rubber coasters, with the secret rare being the 4 Dark Devas of Destruction. By Kotobukiya are more gel straps, with a Goodbye Despair cast on a Monomi gel figure thing. By Interbrain is this Danganronpa 1-2 Reload art book featuring cutscene screenshots and concept art. Algernon Product is at it again with high quality figures. This time we have Makoto and Nagito. There's also another Nagito figure, but it's by Cafe Rio and this deformed one. Rio made these Monokuma chopsticks with a little figure that holds them together. They also made various Monokuma plush and plush straps of him in outfits, holding a heart, and perhaps have shamrocks. Monomi is also included, and she, along with the Monokuma, have suit plushes. Perhaps you can dress a plush in these. Other plushes include these small boys, Hajime and Nagito. I won't talk much about these, but there isn't any big Ibuki figures outside Garage Kits. This one is from Wonderfest 2014, made by the company Catnap and artist Atsumitsu. These are variety card boxes. Each one contains an assortment of cards. More pins and buttons with 2 secret rares. Namja Town collabs with Spike Chunsoft again. It was held from September 6th to November 3rd, 2014. At debut, it featured themed food, drinks, games, and merchandise based around the cast of Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc, and Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, and from September 30th, expanded to include additional menu items, merchandise, and attractions themed around Danganronpa Another Episode, Ultra Despair Girls, to celebrate the game's release. The presentation for these cafes always blows my mind. Danganronpa the stage, Kiba no Gakuen Tosetsubo no Kokosei is a stage play based on Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc, presented by Cornflakes in 2014. The stage play is about 3 hours long and follows the same story as seen in the game. However, a few changes have been made in order to shorten the story. One of the biggest changes being that once the trial has been concluded, students who voted for the wrong person will be excluded as well. This was of course the first Danganronpa stage play, and there have been more in the future. A DVD was made for said play, so you can watch it at home. Danganronpa Unlimited Battle is a card-based RPG for iOS and Android. It's not as well received as previous Danganronpa titles, and there's no themed merchandise for it. Ultra Despair Girls would get Ichiban Kuchi with cool prizes, such as a Kumaru figure, Genocide Jack figure, King Monokuma plush, coin purses, clear bottles of stickers, melamine cups, and rubber straps. The second Ichiban Kuchi features merch for Danganronpa 2. Prizes include a Nagito figure, a Monomi plush, backpacks, coffee cups, buttons, pixel rubber straps, cleaning cloths, and the secret prize is Nagito's hoodie. More D4 rubber straps, this time for Ultra Despair Girls. Everyone is accounted for. These are familiar. It's part 2 of the Danganronpa 2 minifigures. And now the game is all here. Spike Chunsoft and Animega Cafe did a thing and made this Ultra Despair Girls Cafe. Outside the cafe had a stand of signs featuring the main characters. It was accompanied by a printout of the menu and the name of the cafe. The interior had poster decorations featuring more of the Another Episode cast, but also some cast posters for Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc, along with themed collar curtains. There is also an exterior cafe dining area with a number of tables and the gachapon machine where a customer could purchase chances to get the rubber hand badge set. There is a merchandise section within the cafe where the acrylic keychains, posters, a Monokuma cardigan, etc. could be purchased. Back to the Patisserie Cafe collabs, available from August 10, 2015 to August 25, 2015, included the return of the Monokuma Monomi cakes as well as the following new menu item, crispy cookies with Hajime and Nagito printed on them. Like previous entries, Ultra Despair Girls got an art book featuring concepts and artist commentary in Japanese. Danganronpa Togami is a light novel series of 3 volumes written by Yu Sato. Canaria Sounds like a can of diarrhea. I'm trying to be funny here. They made these reflector keychains with pixel art Makoto, Byakuya, Kyoko, Hajime, and Nagito. They also made these dome magnets, but with more characters. Acrylic die-cut pass cases, and cushion straps. Movic made these pens of the main characters in chibi form. I love the badge aesthetic. This is an official Danganronpa 2 light-up keychain. It has Monomi and the game's logo crystallized to look like a high-end item. Super Danganronpa 2 Sayonara Zetsubo Gakuken The Stage is a stage play based on Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, presented by, yet again, Cornflakes. It is a sequel to the previous stage play. Like the previous stage play, the entire play lasts approximately 3 hours. There's a DVD for said play, so if you missed it live, you can watch it at home. Zettai Zetsubo Shoujo Danganronpa Another Episode Comic Anthology is an anthology, a series of short stories themed around humorous, non-canonical situations starring the cast of Danganronpa Another Episode Ultra Despair Girls. It was published by Ichijinsha. Zettai Zetsubo Shoujo Danganronpa Another Episode Genocider Mode is a manga adaptation of Danganronpa Another Episode Ultra Despair Girls through Toko Fukawa and Genocide Jack's perspective. It was written and illustrated by Machika Minami. This manga started running in Dengeki Maho magazine, in the magazine's March issue, which was released in Japan on January 27. Cyber Danganronpa VR is a free-to-play tech demo where you play Class Trial in VR. Pretty cool, but no merch is themed after it. Same with Kirigiri So, an often forgotten game from the Danganronpa series. So, Danganronpa 3, The End of Hope's Peak High School, is an anime with 2 arcs, Future and Despair. Later, it'd get a Hope arc with 1 episode. The anime would get an Ichiban Kuji, with prizes being a figure of Kyosuke, a poster, plushes, floss, coin bags, minifigures, and a secret prize. The Sumamori series continues with anime variants of Makoto and Hajime, as well as Monokuma and Monomi. The trading acrylic key holders are a range of acrylic keychains manufactured by Ashi Media Works and Dengeki. Each features super deformed chibi illustrations of characters from Danganronpa 1-2 Reload. Keychains were illustrated by the artist Kingen, the author and illustrator of Small Danganronpa 1-2 Light, as promotion for the manga. The same illustrations were also released on a range of can badges. The keychains are printed on a piece of shaped transparent acrylic and attached to a metal chain. They are approximately 40mm by 60mm. They were released in foil blind bags for 600 yen each and 3 box sets. Version A, 12 pieces. Version B, also 12 pieces. Version C, you guessed it, 13 pieces. With 37 keychains in total. This set of straps was released by Takara Tomy Arts for general sale rather than lottery. They were released on August 2016 and sold for 734 yen per strap. The set includes 10 characters. Continuing with Takara Tomy Arts, here's a set of rubber mascot keychains of Hajime, Nagito, Ibuki, Kazuichi, and Tanaka. These aren't keychains, but they're by Takara Tomy Arts. It's a washi tape featuring both the future and despair arcs. Cosmo made these removable patches of the Hope's Peak emblem and of Monokuma's face, these phone cases, and Hope and Despair pins. A despair of pins!
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Canaria is back with acrylic stands of the main cast of the Danganronpa 3 anime. Algernon Product made this card game themed after Danganronpa 1-2 Reload. I don't know how you play it since it's in Japanese. They also made another Makoto plush, but it's based on the recent anime. Atelier Monkey made these tote bags of Monokuma and Manami. Danganronpa The Stage 2016 is a stage play based on Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc, presented by Cornflakes. It premiered on June 16, 2016 and ran until July 16, 2016. There's a visual book with a signed postcard, an advertisement for the Danganronpa 3 anime, and posters, or photos, of the stage actors. Here's more Danganronpa 3 anime plushes. We have Junko, Mukuro, and Kamakura. By Flare, we have this Kyoko figure that comes with a mini Monokuma. A Lego Tsum Tsum Monokuma? He likely comes in pieces, and you have to put them together. Danganronpa Gaiden Killer Killer, previously known as Killer Killer, is a manga spin-off connected to Danganronpa 3, The End of Hope's Peak High School. There are 3 volumes in total. A company named Content Seed made these square magnets of the characters from Danganronpa 3, The End of Hope's Peak High School. Each for the future and spare arcs, as well as character plates featuring cute chibi art. A3 has made quite a few products for the aforementioned anime. Starting off with these leather straps, the future arc has a set of 7 with the characters' pixelated versions on the back. The despair arc has 5, and instead of white, they're black. Here we have a plug that lets you charge your phone with the pixel versions of the Danganronpa 3 anime cast. For something more fancy, there are these cord reels with the anime versions of the characters. Here are badges that reuse the pixel art and future and spare theme. As well as these bookmarks. There's also a Future Foundation Chibi logo pin. Algernon product made this Monokuma rucksack backpack. Try saying that 5 times fast! They also made these Genocide Jack and Komura glow-in-the-dark straps for Ultra Despair girls. Don't forget pillows. They come in blue and pink to represent the boys and the girls. Cushion straps by Broccoli. They feature fan favorites from the anime. Speaking of the anime, here are rubber straps of the cast from the Future arc. Jin made these drawstring pouches for your smartphone. Not sure how well they keep it safe, but they look cool, just like these cork coasters. By licensed agent are these smartphone cleaner straps. I assume you use them to wipe off dust and dirt. The sets are separated by the Future and Spare arcs. There's also this Chiaki card sticker. T's Factory, not AT Factory by the way, made these acrylic stick keychains, Monokuma and Monami. The next Ichiban Kuji is themed after Danganronpa 3, The End of Despair, with prize A being the Hajime statue. B is a clear file, C you can get one of the 3 plushies, and you get the idea. Bottom 2 prizes are the secret prizes, even more rare than the first 3. This manga is one of 4 volumes that tell the story of the game from the perspective of characters like Kazuichi Soda. That's what this volume is. Here are various plushes by Furuyo and Tomi. Some include plushes of the upcoming game at the time, Danganronpa V3, which we'll get to later, I promise. By Furuyo are these figures of Nagito and Juzo. Hope's Peak Academy Purchasing Department in Shibuya Marui was an event held for a limited time from Thursday, November 3rd, 2016 to Sunday, November 20th, 2016 in the event space on the 8th floor of Shibuya Marui. Merch like clear files, keychains, and shirts were sold there as well as themed suites based on the Danganronpa 3 anime. If you purchase a drink, you'll receive a bonus coaster at random. If you purchase a crepe, you'll receive a bonus illustrated card at random. If you purchase 2 crepes, you'll receive a new crepe wrapping paper. Photos not found. Customers who spend 3,000 yen or more, tax included, with their e-post card at the venue will be able to purchase in a lottery to win original prizes once per transaction. The prizes include Prize A, script signed by the cast of Danganronpa 3, The End of Hope's Peak Academy. Prize B, complete set of original postcards exclusive to Mari For Danganronpa 3, The End of Hope Peak Academy. Prize C, original postcards exclusive to Mari for Danganronpa 3, The End of Hope's Peak Academy. 1 of 12 types chosen at random. A limited Danganronpa Hope's Peak Academy's co-op was open at the Kyoto Mari department store for a limited time. There you could get this pin badge collection that was limited to 10 per customer, clear bookmarks, Russian roulette sake. Okay, that's clever. I love that. And other merch as well. Custom Monokumas were on display, like this one, called Monotaka. That is so cool. Danganronpa V3 is the final chapter of the Danganronpa saga, in terms of mainline games. The limited edition comes with a backpack, headphones, art book, soundtrack, collector's box, and Shuichi's pervert hat. The Japanese version comes with a Blu-ray, soundtrack, and calendar. Not as impressive as the North American version. Shocker! By Algernon Project, in collaboration with Zippo, is this Monokuma themed lighter. They also made these dry erase board acrylics featuring some of the Danganronpa V3 cast. By our good friends at Broccoli are these character deck cases of Monokuma and Monomi, plus a storage box for your cards. Cosplay bringing you some cute tote bags, cosplay props like Kaede's patch, and Kurikira's armband, and Monokuma head blanket. These are the student ID cards featuring the students from Danganronpa V3, as well as the Danganronpa 3 anime. By A3 are these graph art straps. They are Halloween themed and feature 9 characters. Graph art makes the scribble-like design for the characters. The items were first released at a special event held in July of 2017 at Kinokuniya's Seibu Shibuya store in Tokyo, Japan, with a second wave featuring more characters released at a second event in January of 2018. These clear files were available to any customer who has spent 3,000 yen at the event. All feature the mono cups at the bottom. The keychains came in blind bags. Each set contains 10. Power banks are used to charge smartphones and tablets. Each power bank has a duo. These are notebook-style phone cases for iPhone 6, 7, and 7s. Yeah, they're just collector items nowadays. Set of 10 pass holders. There are 4 Monokuma Cubs designs, each featuring items relating to different characters. Two waves of can badges. Each have the mono cubs. The Graph Art Cafe in Ikebukuro has some Danganronpa V3 themed food and merch. This cafe would be at other places, like Akihabara Cross, and then a shop. By Cospa is this full-color mug with the Danganronpa V3 cast. In 2018, Emon Toys brings us this Celestia statue. From Rakuten are these customizable art canvases and death portrait can badges. Wear your favorite character's death proudly. There's also this wall scroll. By Muvik are these rubber straps of the first Danganronpa characters and ones from V3. Union Creative brings us this deformed figure of Kokichi in rubber pouches. From the Despair arc anime comes these card figures of Hajime and Nagito, while the Future arc has Monokuma and Monami. These NIS America DB3 enamel pins were super limited back in 2017. Every character is accounted for in pixel form. A Monokuma plush keychain and PVC keychain specifically from Danganronpa V3. Mixed Garden and Danganronpa V3 collab to bring us acrylic stands, buttons, keychains, pencil toppers, and plush keychains. I think Gonta, Kurikiro, and Himiko get plushes for the first time here. This Danganronpa V3 book is by Enterbrain. It contains illustrations from the game as well as concepts. Here we have an acrylic stand of Chiaki, and by Furio is a Monomi plush strap. By Endor, okay, we'll roll with it, are these keychains. Each come in a clear package. Yay! Pouches, duffel bag, or drum bag. By Itendo are these seals or Hanko cases, box, and leather mat. License Agent, yes, that's the company's name, made these cleaner straps of each character from Danganronpa V3. By Mime Corporation are these bottle caps. Japan had some other bottle cap figures throughout the years. The Sumeri series. These finger pinch keychains bring us each Danganronpa V3 character. Which one's your favorite? To wrap this portion up, here's a flyer for the Super Danganronpa 2 stage play presented by Cornflakes. You can watch the full play on YouTube. Also, Ibuki is best girl. She's played by the lovely Anju Nami. Danganronpa is released as a trilogy in 2019. And while there's no specific merch for it, there is stuff that was released around that time of the game, like these cute plush mascot keychains. Each come in a capsule. Bigger versions were also made by Frontier Works. At Cabot Cross Cafe were these Danganronpa 2 buttons, acrylic stands, Danganronpa 1 buttons, acrylic stands, and stickers. By A3 are these Ultra Despair Girls keychains, as well as ones for the first, second, and third games. This is a Monokub's hatten, a traditional Japanese unisex jacket. And there's one called Ultimate. Is it the Ultimate jacket? Let me know in the comments. 2020 marks Danganronpa's 10th anniversary, and to start off we have this Chiaki statue from Good Smile, and the statues of Nagito and Hajime. By A3 are these monthly illustrations and postcards that were given to those who made a 2,200 yen purchase at the Spike Chunsoft store. By Algernon are these squishy Monokumas to help relieve stress from the game repeating itself more than my grandpa. Cospa celebrates its 25th anniversary with a pop-up shop. This one, of course, is themed after Danganronpa, and if you spend 1,500 yen or more, you'll get a free sticker. Perfect for Danganronpa fans is this werewolf-style card game. It's a social deduction game, and part of a crossover with Identity V or 5. Figures were released in the style of that game, as well as other items like an umbrella, pouch, and tumbler. These buttons and acrylics are from the Danganronpa 3 anime. They're just screenshots, but it works. Then there's these pixel acrylic stands from Danganronpa V3. From Pastello Resorts, a resort-style entertainment facility, comes a variety of Danganronpa merch. The cafe collaboration featured a tie-in promotion for the launch of the card game Danganronpa First Class Trial. Cafe customers would receive one of the 6 exclusive promo cards playable within the game. Copies of the card game were also available for sale at the event, and an additional 7th promo card featuring Alter Ego was given to customers who purchased a copy while in attendance. By Epton are these 10th anniversary Danganronpa items, like acrylics, buttons, and pouches. Here's a bunch of Danganronpa stuff I can't find a place for. Just have a look at it, it's not mine by the way. More graph art, keychains, and buttons. This is the Despair Love Letter game. I don't know how you play, but it sounds cool. From Toy Time are these watches based on the 3 main characters of the first 2 Danganronpa games. My good smile is this statue of Kyoko Kirigiri. Very pretty. In collaboration with Lumi Brie, I think that's how you pronounce it, we get an umbrella themed after Celestia Ludenberg. It's cleverly designed after her outfit. A Danganronpa 1 escape room was held by Nazotomo Cafe from September 11, 2020 to March 7, 2021. Themed can badges, badge covers, and commemorative stickers was also available to purchase at Nazotomo locations. By A3 are these acrylic stands of Danganronpa 3 anime exclusive characters and designs. From October 8th to the 31st was an event at Tokyo Tower with prizes and a pop-up store, and a fun little game to find the hidden Monokumas around Tokyo Tower. What a fun concept! At the same time, Pastello hosted a cafe with Danganronpa themed food and merchandise. Visitors to the cafe would receive 2 random cards for attendance, plus 1 random card per food or drink purchased. Here we have stained glass acrylic stands. Those designs would also be used for iPhone cases and so much more. The Animega Soft Map Danganronpa V3 collaboration features a variety of merchandise. These could have been purchased online for international consumers. The Danganronpa 10th anniversary box set features a poster referencing Kirigiri So, and from Hot Topic are these Danganronpa anime and game shirts. Along with this, Monokuma plush strap and Monomi plush. The Stella Map Cafe collaboration features tons of merchandise as well as themed food. There seems to have been 2 variants of this collab, as the food and merch are different from the previous collab. By A3 are these Christmas acrylics. Each character is festive and ready for Christmas. Here are 10th anniversary acrylic stands featuring every character from the games. From Rakuten are these scarves in Kokichi, Kibo, Rantaro, and Kaito designs. By Australia are these Junko chokers. More graph art merch. I love this cute style, it's so charming, just look at them! There's more with characters from the first 2 games and Ultra Despair Girls. More A3 acrylic stands from the first two games. From IMO are these bubble-themed can badges. This adorable new illustration of Monokuma and Monomi appeared at A3 stores from June 12th, celebrating gaming indoors during rainy season. The illustration will be given as a postcard free gift to customers who spend over 2,200 yen on Danganronpa products. Ultra Despair Girls acrylic stands likely from A3. During the 2020 pandemic, masks for an order and Rakuten had some Danganronpa themed masks for a limited time. More from Good Smile, we have Bunny Girls of Chiaki and Kyoko. By GE are these plushes of Monokuma and Monomi, as well as their respective keychains. By Pre-Roll are these cake designs featuring Danganronpa characters. They even have a set of Christmas cakes. Sold on Rakuten was this embroidered Danganronpa V3 Sukajun jacket. Here are trading anti-art can badges, acrylic keychains, and more from their pop-up store. More trading badges and amulets, but these come in a 10th anniversary box. Solid Spirit Halloween for a limited time were these shirts of Chiaki and Junko. By Union Creative are these figures of Kokichi and Shuichi. The spin-off game Ultimate Summer Camp released in 2021, and if you pre-ordered the DX version of the game, you could get this poster, these standees, and tote bag. Rakuten offered a fanny pack, cloth poster, and standees. By Good Smile are these shirts of Chiaki, Junko, Nagito, and more. By Algernon are these croquis, chibi stands, pocket mirrors, pouches, and school pins. Sold on Amazon Japan was this Monokuma plush and bag. They work as a combo. Here are some acrylic stands, or acrylics rather, of the first two games playing games as well as badges, acrylic cards, and character tapestries. They were part of the Danganronpa 10th Anniversary Fair. This bag is also part of the 10th Anniversary celebration. Visitors to the Danganronpa X Gratte events could purchase grattes, graphic plus latte, which are lattes printed with edible ink on top of the milk. Customers could choose any character from the main cast for 550 yen per latte. Customers could also purchase printed cookies featuring the same full cast of characters for 495 yen per cookie. There is also merchandise available for purchase featuring each game. Exclusive to Hot Topic was this Monokuma Funko Pop. More from Pre-Roll are these birthday cake designs. So, if you maximize their friendship with a character in the game, you get their underwear. Don't ask me why, but there are acrylic stands of every character's underwear. I'll never fully understand your culture, Japan. By Union Creative is this Nagito figure in a prom outfit to celebrate Danganronpa's 10th anniversary. Danganronpa Decadence is a collection of all games except for Ultra Despair Girls, and if you pre-order the game on Ami Ami, you would get an acrylic stand and some kind of pouch. Here are more pre-order bonus options. There's quite a few to be had here. By Algernon are these acrylic logos, pouches, and card game event featuring exclusive merch. By A3 are these acrylic keychains, acrylic stands, buttons, retro art themed items, Halloween themed items, Monokuma and Monomi folklore tale of Hanasaka Jisan acrylic stands and postcard, if you pay 2,200 yen or more. Akudama Dive, Danganronpa, and Anibasaru Cafe was a cafe collaboration between Spike Chunsoft and Anibasaru Cafe, otherwise known as NBC Uni Cafe, the cafe subsidiary of Japanese restaurant chain Pasella. The cafe featured themed food, drinks, and goods based on select characters from the Danganronpa series, as well as Kazutaka Kodaka's other work, the anime series known as Akudama Dive. The cafe ran from December 28, 2020 to February 28 of 2021. The merch would be available for sale at the event. Duh! From Omnibus, comes this waterproof Hoops Peak enamel bag, pixel mug, pixel tee, and Nagito bag. From anime are these acrylic coasters, and these keychains you would win on a virtual claw machine. Bear Brick reprints their Monokuma figure, but bigger. In collaboration with Giron, a Japanese boba tea shop, you get cam badges and acrylic stands. Here we have a Decadence art book box set, likely full of cool concept art. Dokodemo and Danganronpa meet and create a tape cutter, as well as badges, acrylics, and more. Back at Karate is another collab. From Epton, we have 10th anniversary acrylic stands of the characters in dapper outfits. The collector's edition of Decadence features a Danganronpa Decadence remix CD by Masafumi Takeda, a poster, lenticular print set, and a collector's box. In collaboration with Mixed Garden, a Japanese cafe chain, brings us a crap ton of items in the stained glass style. The food and drinks, like previous cafes, are themed after Danganronpa. Their next one is for the 10th anniversary, and again has stained glass style items. Is anyone else hungry looking at the menus? Here we have badges or buttons and acrylic stands of characters from the first two games. Here we have a super cute collab with Sanrio. Every item is too cute not to buy. From Epton comes Danganronpa 10th anniversary merch like prints, acrylics, and more. Back with A3, we have pixel art merch and a tote bag. From Omnibus is this Nagito Lucky Student shirt. In Japan, you could get a Switch case and Switch game case for loose games. At North American GameStops was this little poster display. For fans by fans sold some Danganronpa shirts for a limited time. By Good Smile are these vinyl figures of Monokuma and Monomi. The Graph Art Cafe has buttons, acrylic stands, bento boxes, and sweet looking food. The V3 version has acrylics and buttons. From Hot Topic comes backpacks, a cord bracelet, buttons, a hat, socks, an enamel pen, beanie, necklace, patch, Monomi plush, online exclusive blanket, Sakura and Aoi tea, next to the for fans by fans version, and a Shuichi shirt. Listen Flavor collabs with Danganronpa to bring us nifty apparel. Yes, McDonald's collab with Danganronpa for more buttons and acrylics. Danganronpa and Akudama Dive yet again bring us badges and stands. This pop-up shop of Danganronpa and Illustrator Kei Mochizuki bring us more badges, acrylics, shirts, and more. Chromatics brings us Danganronpa perfume. Yup, you can now smell like your favorite character. Allegedly. Puyo Puyo collabs Danganronpa for keychains, acrylic stands, and clear files. Toy Time is back with more watches. This time, it's themed after Kokichi and Shuichi. The year is 2022, and at your local Japanese 7-Eleven, you can get these cards from multi-copy machines. There's a card for every character. By Good Smile is this Junko Inoshima Nendoroid. She has iconic face plates and a Monokuma. Next bunny suit figure is of Kaede, and speaking of, there's this awesome statue of her. Nendoroid pens feature Monokuma, Junko, and Chiaki. The Anime Expo exclusive is a pink, shiny Junko. Pop-up parade figures include Kyoko, Nagito, and Chihiro. By Furio are these Hello Kitty Monokuma and Monami plushes. Both could be won in UFO capture machines for a limited time. Nesoberries of the three main characters of the first games. There are these plushes that lie down. Nui Dri collaboration brings us mini plush mascots and buttons from Danganronpa 1-2 Reload. By A3 are these Danganronpa 2 acrylic standees, and these Sanrio acrylic stands and keychains. By Omnibus are these acrylic stands with many charms, can badges, Chokanto chibi hoodie and shirt, Danganronpa V3 merch, glitter iPhone cases, keychains, and pre-order bonuses. But it looks fit for Danganronpa 1-2 Reload. Sorry, out of order. From Anime are these double-sided pouches that you could get by redeeming loyalty points on their website. By Fanful, that's kind of a hard word to say, is this Danganronpa 1-2 Reload bag. Here we have mirrors in the Sanrio style, and not Sanrio. Can badges, both Sanrio themed, and regular badges. Clear case and clear passes. By Cospa is this Monokuma shirt. This pop-up shop is summer themed for Danganronpa 2 and features the usual goods you'd find in pop-up shops. Here's a desk calendar featuring every Danganronpa 1 and 2 character. While on the subject of calendars, here's one that released around the holiday season featuring graph art. Well, art. This is a heat-changing mug. It goes from Hajime to Kamakura. These enamel pens are by Zen Monkey Studios, known for their quality pens, and these are from Danganronpa 3 the anime. The Danganronpa S X Animate Grate collaboration launched at Animate locations throughout Japan from August 5th to September 19th. Printed cookies and lattes were available, featuring 9 characters per game, as well as collectible acrylic coasters and acrylic SMS cards. The second collab with Kei Mochizuki features new merchandise in her art style. The New Order Table Cafe collabs with Danganronpa to bring food and drinks themed after each game, as well as acrylic keychains, buttons, and a frame. Here we have a random Monokuma plush pouch. By Taito are these pillows of Kokichi, Nagito, and Shuichi. No, they're not the weird kind of pillows. DMM brings us this anniversary prom-style Danganronpa lottery and denim pouches. 2 collab items include this Doki Demo Isho shirt and Sanrio keychains. By Epton are these can badges, FaceTime stands, and standees. EO brings us a graph art pop-up shop featuring acrylic stands, buttons, and more. Also from them are these Sandblast engraved bottles of wine. Cheers! On October 17th, a Sanrio Kuchi was held featuring all kinds of items you could win. Either way, you're getting a dose of cuteness. By Emo is this chibi series of items from Danganronpa 2, released on November 11th. From the Boba Tea shop, Gibron comes these buttons and acrylic stands from Reload. By Fanful are these buttons from Danganronpa 1-2 Reload and Monokuma Bag. Nuidori Cafe serves Danganronpa 1-2 Reload themed food, drinks, and merchandise. By A3 sold at Animate for these Sanrio-themed Danganronpa goods, like buttons, bentos, pass cases, bags, keychains, and so much more. Also by A3 are these EP Danganronpa V3 keychains and buttons. More Sanrio goodies by A3 sold at Animate, this time with Danganronpa V3 characters. Here we have a framed square bottle, not to be confused with a flask. By GE are these plushes of Chiaki, Hajime, Kamakura, and Makoto, the Danganronpa 3 anime version. Sold at Hot Topic was this Ibuki pen and mini backpack, Junko Monokuma hair clips, Monokuma backpack, playing cards, and Ultimate Supreme Leader shirt. It's magic! Another Kuchi featuring Danganronpa 1-2 Reload. Mage's Lottery brings us this incredible Monokuma plush with the big red button and this set of acrylic stands that create the trial grounds of the first game. Ginero Neko Tea brings us Danganronpa flavored tea. Well, not really. Each character has a different flavor of tea that represents them. From Metacom is this final Monokuma figure. Mystery Solving a La Carte Monokuma edition from Asobi Factory comes a game where you use these cards and a special website. Here's what the ad roughly translated says. When you woke up, there was a Monokuma in front of you. We have prepared a VR game this time. Its name is Despair Royale. You can die as many times as you like in this game. The remaining life is endless. Reset immediately even if you die. You can always start over. There is no reset button in life, but it's okay if you die in this space. It's a game that's perfect for the youthful Omeya of Imadoki. Can you escape from the devil's hands of Monokuma? By Good Smile is this Nagito, Nendoroid pin, and pillow. Pop-up figure of Junko and San Diego Comic-Con pink Monokuma Nendoroid pin. By Taito are these Otedama plushes featuring the first official Ibuki plush, and it's just a head. Here we have petite acrylic stands, likely by A3. Premium Japanese Fashion presents stylish Danganronpa outfits based on Kokichi, Shuichi, Monokuma, and Kaede. Pre-roll rolling in with more Christmas cakes featuring your favorites. Here we have Danganronpa 1-2 Reload Anniversary Can Badges, Postcard Holder, Clear Cases, Stand Diorama, and Standees. More Sanrio stuff and its acrylic stands. The Sanrio surprise box contains a pillow and teacup set. For a limited time, the Taito Online crane game featured Danganronpa items, like towels, acrylic stands, and more. These acrylic stands reference the Debate Scrum minigame during the trials in Danganronpa V3. From 2023, we have a Danganronpa V3 poster, and Taito Old Crane Kuchi plushes from Danganronpa 2. Rewinding back to 2018, we have this umbrella in collaboration with Vimy Brie, designed after Tojo Pagoda. In 2025, YouTube's gets a taste of despair with the Junko and Monokuma plushes. Time for the part of the show where I show stuff that doesn't seem to have a year, or I'm stupid. Starting off with this plush mascot Monokuma on a lanyard. By Takara Tomy are these underwear pouches. You're a perv if you unironically use these. Here's a crap ton of merch by Cospa. Have a look. Danganronpa 2 stuff like quirk coasters and keychains. From Danganronpa The Stage is this official visual book. By Takara Tomy is this Gachapon set. So cool! Pita deformed Danganronpa V3 Despair are keychains. Despair at being deformed. This Danganronpa 3 staff book was purchased at a staff booth at Comic-Con in 2016. Don't know exactly what this is, but it's cool. By GE are these acrylic keychains, buttons, pins, Monami face necklace, various shirts, Monokuma PVC bracelet, Monami 3D mug, backpack, lanyard, a keychain, and playing cards. Here are graphics by Cospa. They're silly little guys. Sold at Hot Topic was this Junko pin. This acrylic stand is so funny! Likely by A3. The best item in my opinion, the Monokuma keychain. I mean key. It's a key, kind of like a keychain I guess. This key played an important role in the first game, and seeing it as an official physical item is surreal. Here's a random pin of Monami crying and an Ibuki emblem keychain. Lastly, the Trigger Happy Havoc manga. It details the first game in manga form. Through the depths of despair lies hope, and that is the end of this freaking video. Seriously, this was the longest and hardest video game merch video to create. But man, I adore Danganronpa and its nonsensical story. It found me at a dark time in my life where I nearly gave up hope on friendship, and on life in general. My IRL friend situation was not healthy, and it wouldn't be until the year after I played the Danganronpa trilogy that I'd cut ties with them. But I digress. Thank you so much for making it to the end. I hope you don't spare that this is the end, and that I will likely not update the section unless notified on new stuff or clear key items I missed. This franchise is massive. Japan goes wild with keychains, standees, buttons, can badges, pouches, tote bags, pens, themed cafes. There's a lot. At any rate, I hope you've enjoyed the video. And stay hopeful. Do not despair.
So, no matter what happens from this point forward, never ever give up. It's a promise.